try this new retention strategy that I came up with that helps me sign more clients. Now, I used to think in order to sign more clients, I needed to post more content. But then I tried something new and I was getting trust faster while posting less. Now, my name is Chase Whalen, and if you're new here, I've worked with over 150 brands, and I've realized that it's not necessarily about having a big audience, and it's not necessarily about having more content either. It's about having the right content that gets delivered at the right time that makes people want to work with you now. So in this video, if you stick around to the end, I'll show you exactly how this works without making things super complicated.
Now, what I've learned is it doesn't matter how many views you get. If people aren't sticking around, you're not building trust and they're not going to convert into being clients, right? Because attention equals trust, and then trust equals conversations. And obviously, the more conversations you have and the more trust you have, the more clients you'll, because the longer someone watches your videos, engages with your content, the more likely they are to actually remember who you are, connect with you, and then take action. Now, this strategy comes from Rico Incarnati, who teaches people how to go viral. But here's the thing. I'm not using this to go viral whatsoever. In fact, I'm just using this to turn the followers that I already have and the attention that I've already leveraged into paying customers. So before I show you exactly how that works, let me break down this formula. So first we have the hook, right? And this is obviously everyone knows how important the hook is because this gets people in, right? So, Mr. Beast, the YouTube guy, he gives away millions of dollars in every video, except he was completely broke when he started out, right? Reverse confirmation. Jimmy Donaldson, better known as Mr. Beast, started his YouTube channel at 13 years old. He spent years making videos that barely got any views, but he was obsessed. Not with money, but with cracking the YouTube algorithm, right? So we're just building up the story here. Until one random morning in 2017, everything changed, right? So obviously, this is where the twist is. And you're getting them to, rethink about what's actually happening, and you're building up the anticipation. So Mr. Beast had been experimenting with viral style content for years, but in early 2017, he posted a video and counting to 100,000, right? Literally a ridiculous challenge, but one people couldn't stop watching. That video, it blew up, 10 million views. Overnight, he realized long form, insane challenge content was the key. So he doubled down, right? This is the first reward in the video, right? Because he's showing the moment in his life that changed, and all the buildup and anticipation finally gets delivered. But this is where we have twist number 2. You think that was crazy? Not even close. Fast forward a few years, and Mr. Beast isn't just a YouTuber anymore. He's built an empire, over 250 million subscribers. His videos rack up hundreds of millions of views, and he launched Mr. Beast Burger and Feastables, making him tens of millions of dollars outside of YouTube alone. But here's the craziest part. So, right, here's the final curiosity hook. Remember when I said that he used to be broke? Well, today, every time he uploads a single video, he spends millions just to make it happen. And yet, he still makes even more. So go ahead, do the math on how much he's actually pulling in per video, and it will blow your mind. So obviously, we can see here how crucial this retention strategy is because of the way it actually delivers the punch all the way through. Now, you might have noticed I'm using this exact strategy right now in this video. But here's the thing. Retention isn't about tricking people. It's about getting people engaged through curiosity and value. Now, here's how I actually use this, not just to, get views, but to actually sign clients. So about 10 to 30% of all my content, no matter what platform, includes some sort of call to action. And it obviously varies per platform, some being bigger than others. Right. But with this strategy, I mainly use this inside my Instagram story posts, but not in a generic swipe up way. Right. So every single month, I have 3 monthly story rants on Instagram. Now, some can be positive and some can be negative. For example, you can talk about your meatball recipe that is the best meatball recipe in the world, right? That's obviously a positive thing, right? Or, for example, I remember one that I've done. I went up to the counter with my dog right at the vet, and she charged me an extra $600 out of nowhere, right? Like, obviously, that's going to be a little alarming when I'm just going expecting $100, and I get up to the counter and it's $675. So that's going to be a rant where people can probably relate to, right? So really what this does is we're going to have 2 personal rants and we're going to have 1 business rant. And this works not because we tell a story, but because you earn respect when you stand for something, right? So yes, I could have multiple call to actions where I use the same strategy and I talk about a business call to action, right? And I use this retention hook that gets people in. However, when you do that if you do that 3 times in a month, people are going to immediately just click off of your video. However, when you do that for things that you stand for in your personal life, when you do it again for business, the chances of them actually listening and tuning in now are about 10 times greater because you've already gotten on there and shown that you stand for other things besides just business. So now you're making yourself seem like you're way more of a relatable person. So then when you're done with your 2 personal rants, that business rant comes into play, it just seems like a no-brainer to work with you. Now that is how I've been able to leverage this, right? Because it builds curiosity, right? You're delivering surprises, you're delivering payoffs, and those who take action get the most reward in the end, right? Because again, this is all about retention and trust. So if you like this video, go ahead, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.